People who read the terms and conditions of any website or game. What's something you think other people should know about them? In Apple TNC, they say you can't use your Apple device to aid in building nuclear devices. A phone app, not website game, but the developers of Sky Map for Android are not liable if you use their app to navigate the high seas and strike an iceberg, if you get abducted by aliens, or if the app tears a hole in the fabric of space and time. Edit. It's also a really cool app if you're even remotely interested in finding constellations or planets. Edit 2. I stand corrected on the fabric of space and time part. It turns out they do take credit for it if it happens. Edit 3. For those with iPhones or who otherwise don't have access to the Play Store to download the app, Uchentan Joey was kind enough to post a screenshot. https://www.reddit.com AskReddit comments 7 Hi people weren't the terms and conditions so funny 3kh. Item source Reddit Android of the toes. Alcohol 120 gives you a week trial or so to test their software. In the terms it's said that if they realize you are pirating, cracked patched, their software, they'll be installing malware into your system. 1012 years ago, there was a warning in the iTunes EULA that said you shouldn't install the software on computers that operate nuclear reactors. Edit. I like how my highest upvoted comment ever, by a country mile, was a poorly worded comment about a EULA I read in college. April Fool's prank in 2010 GameStation web store. By placing an order via this website on the first day of the fourth month of the year 2010 Anno Domini, you agree to grant us a non-transferable option to claim, for now and forevermore, your immortal soul. Should we wish to exercise this option, you agree to surrender your immortal soul, and any claim you may have on it, within 5 working days of receiving written notification from GameStation.co.uk or one of its duly authorized minions. One of many articles https://www.huffingtonpost.com 201000417 GameStation grabs souls on 541549.html? Gukowner 1 Xeraferusar 0 CHM6 Lee 93D3 Cuz 29 VZ2XLLMNVBS 8 Xeraferus Snow 3 Silvage about it. Many applications on iOS or Android will charge a one-time fee to purchase said app. After you pay that fee you now have the app. Right? Well, for a while. Maybe even forever, but don't count on it. Many know all but a large number will let you know that this app could well be sold to another company and as such, that new company may make changes to the app and decide to charge you again to keep the app. Or they may do away with the app altogether, despite the fact that you spent your hard-earned money on it. They might even change it to a monthly subscription. The bottom line is, when you pay for an app, you are ostensibly paying to use that app for an undisclosed amount of time. A website pointed out that on Instagram's TC one of them says you do not own the photos, they can use them in any promotions they use. #X200B, I am not sure if this is still the case as it was a few years ago. I don't know if they are still like this or if this program exists anymore, but the terms and conditions for Cheat Engine, I used it to hack Flash games, were really funny. The conditions said that they were not responsible if your computer stopped working and insert long story about your life going into ruins because of your computer not working here. I read the first couple sentences and was hooked. Pretty well written too. Edit. Here's a snippet for one of the past versions https://2u.funnyjunk.com Picture cheat plus engine plus agreements 169A4F3268551.jpg. In a timed game of chess, you are not allowed to attack the chess clock. Edit. The players must handle the chess clock properly. It is forbidden to punch it forcibly, to pick it up or to knock it over. Improper clock handling shall be penalized in accordance with Article 13.4. Article 6.7.c of the FIDE Laws of Chess 2014. They later changed the wording to press it forcibly, presumably because the thought of people punching the clock was too graphic for the sport. One thing is, just because it's in terms doesn't always mean it's binding or legitimate. They will put things in there that are illegal, unlawful. Like no returns under any conditions, or my favorite, if you open this game console, you void any warranty. Not true. Also same with other electronics that have the same type of statement. Say something says no returns, you get home, open the box, and it's broken. No returns does not matter, they sold you something defective. Also many receipt terms are void, maybe it says 1 week to return or no returns. 1. No cashier will tell you that prior to your purchase. 2. You didn't sign the contract you signed, you were making the purchase then received the contract. Edit. I want to thank everyone. Holy cow, am I blessed. Usually when I talk about regulation and whatnot, and that I used to be a fraud investigator, everyone says you're not an expert blah blah, wannabe lawyer, you're going to get sued. Like no. The majority of my job had to do with regulations through credit or debit cards, or checks. Trust me when I tell you, you can submit a chargeback if they give you the wrong item. I know the ins and outs of the entire system. Pokémon Go, in Niantic's privacy policy, they clearly disclose that they have the right to basically sell your data, share, to third parties for industry and marketing purposes with your permission, which I assume users give when agreeing to the TOS, however it will be anonymized. They can give it non-anonymously when issued a subpoena or warrant, however. I'd have to assume this data is very valuable because it is tied geographically, and can speak volumes about user behavior. The old first-person shooter America's Army. You could not distribute the game in Iraq, Iran, and a whole bunch of other countries. You own nothing, and whatever you have in-game can be seized with no warning or recompense. You basically rent Steam games. You don't own a thing in your library. This is so that they can revoke your play if you use cheats, I think. That you can't do anything to stop them if they chose to share your data. Bethesda is entitled to setting a hitman on you just to scare you if you use mods. Any contest you enter with EA gives them exclusive rights to take your ideas without reimbursement to profit from. Some of you may have agreed to become a member of the first human centipede. The advertisements, sales documentation, and website will go on and on about how great the product is, what it can do for you, how secure it is, and how they respect your privacy. The fine print says, 1. We make no claims about whether our product is fit for use. It may be complete garbage regardless of what our salespeople told you. 2. The internet is dangerous. Shit happens. We make no claims about the security or safety of our product. 3. We will give your data to every subcontractor, partner, and marketing agency we use now or in the future. We have no idea what they do with it or how they protect it and will not be responsible for their actions. 4. Any promise or claim we make can be instantly invalidated by our posting something different at a later date on our website, for example privacy policy, terms and conditions for use. If you read closely, some of them insert very funny little clauses that have nothing at all to do with their products. EA actually owns your soul. In Counter-Strike you agree to face legal action if you use any of the game's audio in constructing explosives. I actually want to know if there is a single soul who read terms and conditions in its entirety. It's pretty standard stuff. The only thing that might surprise you is that it says you pretty much don't actually own the software, and that you agree to deal with any legal issues through arbitration instead of courts. Many TC for games will make it abundantly clear that you don't actually own the game. What you own is a license to access the game. This is why they can add, remove, or change anything they want and you won't be entitled to a refund. I know this one isn't exactly legal, But the newest version of the Showbox app requests permission to access the passwords from your other apps. As soon as I saw that, I deleted the installer. Under Section 37B, it states quite clearly that all offers shall be null and void if I the undersigned shall forfeit all rights, privileges and licenses, herein contained etc. Fax mentis incendium gloria cultum etc. Mema bis punitor delicatum. Translation: if you steal, you get nothing. Snapchat retains the right to any media created using their service. And they store everything for an undisclosed amount of time. Almost every single time there will be a section mentioning we maintain the right to terminate your account for any reason. This is usually a coverall to stop people using loopholes, but it's still there, and it's been used for reasons other than loophole busting before. TikTok has the right to your image and videos you create to be used in advertising and promotion upon creating an account. That's why all their ads are bad and annoying, cause they're just pulling straight user-created content from their community. Some YouTuber, Codeco, created an account to make fun of TikTok, but they now use his image in their ads.